All right. Wow. I think it's springtime. The irises are blooming. That's how I always know around here. Otherwise, you never know because every time I turned around and thought, springtime's here, we would get cold weather and snow. So, yeah. Late winter was fairly mild, but still a late winter. What was that? I picked up a rubber band somewhere. Okay, yeah, from there. Good news, everybody. I've got 3 hives, and I still have my wild one out there. So I didn't lose any bees. Well, let's say I didn't lose any bees. I didn't lose any colonies. So I guess that's an accomplishment, even albeit I only got 3. Because these guys I was a little worried about. Man, I see their legs all loaded up, so they're finding stuff out there. Things are starting to turn green, and the hillsides here in California get like Kelly green for about a day and then turn golden brown. But it's getting green out there. I've seen things blooming. They're obviously finding something somewhere and bringing in some protein. And I want to get this candy board out of this one, and I'm going to pop these open and check and see what the heck's going on inside. So, yeah, let's take a look. So I don't know if you can see their little legs coming in, but they look like balls of butter. First thing I want to do is take a look right here. This has been worrying me, but hopefully it did contribute to their longevity. Tool, I need a thing. I was a little worried about this colony because they started out late. Trying to build them up late. I mean, they did pretty good. I mean, there's still quite a bit of fondant on this board. I can tell that they did something with it. There's little chew marks here and there, but that's okay. Up. That fondant's just going to fall right out of there. I don't want to get these bees out of there. There's a couple bees left on there, but you can see. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. Let's see what we got going on in here. Do a quick inspection at least. I'm kind of hoping that they're already haven't really done anything with that. There, I'm going to just set that right there. And I can pop these guys out. I was kind of hoping we're seeing some spring activity. It's all pretty much empty. I'm just right now I'm just kind of thinking to myself, when should I start putting on some supers on here and see if they'll build up? I still have some resources there. or they're starting to build up new. I don't know. There's resources. So these guys weren't doing too bad. That's good. That's good. I like it. Still have resources on top here. A lot of bees out of that other box. Yep. These guys are doing pretty decent still. I guess that's why they didn't really need to get into that fondant, or they didn't like the taste of it. They don't like my cooking. Nothing there. I'm guessing. Of course, everybody does a lot of guessing sometimes. I guess I need to wait for these guys to start filling up these frames. Once I see them filling these frames up, then maybe I need to add some more and go from there. But I am just tickled pink. Just tickled pink to see bees coming out of each one of these boxes. So let me see. I'm going to set that candy over there. Looks like they vacated that board so I can take it away and knock that candy in the trash. Oops. I guess this is a little light, but still, there's still resources in there. These guys are always angry. That's the one thing. That's the only thing I'm wondering about. Is these guys were always angry. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bug them too much. Looks like they're doing okay. Here, let's see. And they're full. A little bit of activity, so that's a good chunk of bee right there. They're only going to get bigger from there because it's springtime, guys. So I have a feeling they're doing okay. I'm not gonna. Let me see. I don't know where I left that. I'm not going to pull any frames out of this one for now. Just leave them alone for now. Just put this back together and button them up. Oh. I think they're going to be just fine. Oh yeah, that's where I put it, crown board. I think a bee's attacking my dead cat again. Yeah, it's attacking the microphone. I don't know why they do that. They love that microphone. Oh my God. I've been getting over something. I was like deathly ill for a week. Went back to work, came home for a couple more days, and just barely getting over this cough. I don't know if anybody else out there has experienced it, but yeah, it's horrible. You just want to die. So I don't want to make this too long. Yeah, we're about 9 minutes. So all I'm going to say is, let's move over here. I'm going to take a peek under the hood over here on this one. And oh my God, I also got other bee projects. I got a coworker who says he wants bees. He has equipment already. So I'm already looking at putting together a split into a nuke and get him a colony going. I got my neighbor who's got a storage container, a sea land air box that has a colony underneath it. And he wants to move that box, so we're going to lift it up and secure it somehow. See what's going on in here. There's all sorts of bees on top here. Everything looks decent. I know these guys had plenty of resources. So we need to get underneath that and cut a hive out. And I don't know if I'm keeping that one or if he wants them. I think he wants me to keep them. So I will have another colony there. Then at some point in time, I may be splitting out for... I got a space over there for another colony. So I got that colony over there. And I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but if I got to do splits for reasons and end up with a fifth, well, there you go. I end up with a fifth. I just want to take a peek under here too. But I'm counting my blessings that, yeah, these guys are doing just fine. A lot of activity going on. Plenty of bee. I'm not even all that concerned. Not all that concerned. The other thing is my daughter adopted a puppy. My daughter was living in a one-bedroom apartment, and this puppy grew up to be what we call a domesticated house moose, because he's a big dog and he's funny and he's happy and he's a moose. So there's that. Let's take a peek over here. And again, you can see right there, I think you can see them coming in. Let's see if we can catch them coming in. Yeah, there's some butterballs on their legs. So these guys are bringing in resources here on this side. Frankly, I kind of have lost track of which hive is what. I know the 8-frame box is the one that I got from the utility box, so there's that. Let's see. So we got lots of things. Oh my. I think these guys are doing just fine. There's a lot of bee activity on top here. They got a lot of cross comb going on already, though. But yeah, there you go. There's a lot of business going on here. So there you go. There's an update. Hope everybody's well. And happy taxes. I finally, after many, many years, got good news today. So everybody will talk at you later, and hopefully maybe I might head on over and poke around on some live streams later tonight. Gunline Bees, we'll go and check them out tonight, hopefully, if I'm not caught up in some other such internet nonsense, and we'll see you guys later.